Hi, so today we are going to learn six topics. What is coding for kids? What age is appropriate to learn coding? Why should my child learn code? Why is not K to 12th grade schooling enough? Number 3, what are the different best programming languages for kids? Number 4, four important tips to be followed before you get your kids started coding. Number 5, top free and paid coding apps, games, website, classes, curriculum for your kids. Number 6, what type of computer should I invest for my kids? So here is a list of detailed explanation regarding the same. Number 1, what is coding for kids? What age is appropriate to learn coding? Coding or computer programming is a creative process. Programmer perform to tell a computer how to perform a task. Based on that and its foundation, it involves writing computer programs using programming language. Coding for kids is usually targeted using or taught using content that is highly interest while creating projects that involve creative inputs. In short, coding for kids is typically gamified, making it fun for kids to learn. So now coming towards the next question. Why should my child learn to code? Why isn't K to 12 standard grade schooling is enough? In short, learning to code at a young age provides kids and teens with more future opportunities. As you will learn below, the data is compelling. According to the Bureau of Labor, median paid for software developers is 103 billion per year, with a demand expected to increase by 24% per year. That is much faster than the average of others occupations. So now let us come towards the third question, which is like, what are the best programming languages for your kids? With young students, many parents prefer visual block platform to start. Some, however, prefer to get their kids typing early. For visual block options, our favorite is unquestionable Scratch 3.0. In fact, we release an entire series of Scratch 3.0 video course that takes kids through the foundation of Scratch coding while teaching them to make a series of gradually more than 2D games. When your child is ready to make the jump to text based coding, my advice is to let your child interest dictate your choice of a language. If your student is interested in Minecraft coding, then you can begin with Visual Block and then move to Java or JavaScript. If your children is interested in robotic coding, you can research the coding language utilized and try to find out codes that use the same language. Some of the favorite are dirobotic kits using scripting languages such as Lua and Scala, which are both child friendly. Next, coming towards our next question, four important tips to be followed before you get your child started into coding classes. Number 1, now before you jump to the next section where I share the top free coding games, apps, website, classes and curriculum, I have a few more tips. It is important that you take these 4 tips into consideration before investing in your child's future and helping them to teach them code. Number 1, make it entertaining. Coding for kids need to be fun. It's not a joke because it is a new concept and it might be very difficult for few children to adopt it at the earliest. So better to start with an interesting and entertaining fun so that kids can continue it further. And the number 2, find local or online classes. I tell you, Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, had a computer programming tutorial starting in middle school. While one-on-one tutorials with a quality computer science tutorial is an excellent way to learn, it can be very expensive and it is not affordable for many families. So better you invest in a good tutorials. Next one is finding a mentor. Many developers enjoy volunteer and you might be surprised at how many might be willing to mentor your son or daughter either online or in person. Whether this is a friend, colleague, teacher or professional tutor, it can really make the difference. Interacting with an experienced developer can be invaluable and many times can be performed over Skype or other free video conferencing screen sharing solutions. These are number of companies There are number of companies that specifically offer this service as well. So if you don't have any one in your personal circle, then come in mind, research for some additional options, then you can google yourself, or you can find a new solution for this. Now tip number 4, understand the difference between visual block platforms and text based coding. There are a lot of coding platforms out of there that claims to be teaching your kid real coding language. However, mostly of them will be teaching visual block platforms. It is typically best for beginners or kids between the age 5 to 7 years old. So it is not a bad or lesser route to take. It is simply important to keep in mind so that you have the right programs for your child's age group, and so you know exactly what they are learning. Next one, visual block platforms are also good comparative text based coding. Now coming towards the last, top free and paid coding games, app, website, classes, curriculum and more to get started with your son right now. Coding classes can be started from the age 5 to 7 years. First coding website or platform I can suggest you is Scratch, that is free of cost. You can get it on Google. Next one is code.org, that is also free. You can Google it and you can start the first coding class. Then Tinker, that is also a very good option. It is also a paid website and you can get some additional advantage. Osmo is also a coding platform, that also you can get it done and you can start your coding experience with your child. Many other options are there. Khan Academy also is there. Bitbox is also there. These are the paid platforms, and as well as Code Monkey also is a free website where you can get your child a different type of coding experience with exploring in his future and vast curriculum. Now coming towards the last point, what type of computer should I invest in for my child? This is a very big question. Everybody thinks that coding means it's like investing thousands of money, lakhs of money, but this is not the real story. This decision depends on what your child interest, your budget and what approach you would like to take. Many online coding classes such as code.org and Khan Academy are web based and only require a high speed internet connection. Web based coding do not require computer with much processing power and will typically run with nearly any computer manufactured in the last 4 to 5 years, including options like Google Chrome browser. Coming towards the compatibility of computer, it should be Mac or PC with a 4 GB of RAM and a high speed internet. And the benefit is that your child will learn how to use coding and professional grade tools and real coding language used by major software companies around the world. At the same point, your child computer science journey will likely reach a time when he or she has a strong desire to use real programming environment and professional tools. So in conclusion, coding for kids is growing in popularity as many families view computing as a new literacy that will be important, and maths and science in tomorrow's job market. There are many approaches to selecting suitable courses for K20 kids from starting KG to 12th students, and there are certain no one size fits all solution. So the most thing is that first you try to be confident, then only you can approach to a coding company. So this is what I can conclude in this video, and in next video I am going to suggest you few better online service providers who are providing coding in a very good manner. I request you all to subscribe, share and follow my channel, and press the bell icon and put the notification as all, so that you can receive a notification whenever I upload a video. As well as thank you and take care. See you soon in the next video.